The new executive actions that the president signed today follow the 17 that he signed last night, just hours after taking the oath of office. Joining us now live to talk about the president's first moves in office, we welcome back Dr. Lee Hanna, Associate Professor of Political Science at Wright State University. Lee, welcome back. During the campaign, Joe Biden talked repeatedly about how he felt we needed to get COVID under control first before we could really address any more, and we're seeing him reflect that in the first orders he's signing. Your thoughts on what you've seen so far?
Yes, you are correct. He signed 17 executive orders right away, and 10 of those are related to the COVID response. And it's Joe Biden's estimation that in order to really get a handle on this pandemic, it's going to take a federal response. And so he's using his power as the not only the commander in chief, but the administrator in chief to really try to redirect his agencies to prioritize policies, to maybe even change some from where the Trump administration was putting more onto the states. And he's really putting a lot of his political capital into this response.
But, Lee, we're already getting some pushback from the Republican side saying that, he talked all about unity in the speech yesterday, but then the first thing he does as president is begin dismantling so much of what President Trump did. They're saying that's a bit of a mixed message. What are your thoughts?
Yes, you are right. I went back and looked up just how how unusual it is to sign 17 executive orders on day one. And Trump did not get to 17 until March 13th, Obama March 9th, Clinton and Bush not until May. So he is moving pretty quickly. Now, again, you could say 10 of those are just so unusual and really related to the coronavirus pandemic. But we have seen in this era where Congress is more gridlocked, the presidents use the executive order to often completely undo their predecessors' legacies in many cases. And, we will see how this plays with Republicans in Washington. But it's a calculated choice he's taken. And of course, he has a broad coalition that he's trying to keep happy as well, from centrist all the way to the left.
Lee, finally, quickly, we're hearing Mitch McConnell today saying he'd prefer to have the impeachment trial pushed until February. The longer this goes, the more we could be losing momentum. Do you think the Democrats can keep the momentum fresh for an impeachment and a conviction?
Yes, this has been such a back and forth between the House and the Senate in terms of how they're going to deal with it. I think Biden really wants to get his cabinet confirmed, or at least a large number. And so if he thinks that they're just not going to get to 67, which is what it would take to convict, and then you would have a vote on a simple majority to limit the president from running again, if Biden doesn't think they can get there, then he may want to push this back as well. I read that the Democrats are going to try to use a lot of footage to try to, make the insurrection, real to maybe some Republicans on the fence. At the moment, though, I don't see how they get to 67 unless there's some information out there that we haven't heard yet that would be, more damaging to the president or to specific Republicans.
All right, that's our time. Lee Hanna at Wright State, thank you so much.